Oh, good evening and welcome to the preview for Sha Tin. There's no jackpots on the day and it's not much of a card. It's a reasonable spectacle to have a look at a couple of the later races, especially the big race, quality horses. But other than that, there doesn't appear to be any value anywhere. We will have a closer look in the morning at possibly playing the quartets. There seems to be a bit of value in those if we can get them. Other than that, the rest of the card looks like a pass. So we will decide in the morning, but my gut feeling is it's a non-betting day. Too many short ones that look like they might have the wood on most of them. We start at race 1, typical class 5. We've seen most of these before. Man and Ming's drawn well. Magical Beam and No Ties. They seem to got all the pluses from the barrier draw. I think probably one of those is a winning chance, probably the best winning chances in the race. Of the rest, 13 Money wins. Captain America looks like it's improved a little bit based on its track work. Bernard's Choice will be giving him a start. Spectacular Reward. Now, it's an old horse, but it's been running around reasonably well, and its track work's good, but not a race I like. 11 on top from 4, 6, 13, 2 and 1. Race 2 has unraced. We pass. We go to race 3. Mr. Gourmet, good run first up, and I think it's ready to win. Graceful Kingdom looks the best of the rest from the good draw. Power Blitz. Now, depending on how they ride this, they go forward and take advantage of the draw and the no weight. It's got a chance. Richard Gibson's taken this over, and he has a tendency to improve them very quickly when he gets them. He hasn't had it long, but probably just long enough to give it a chance at odds. Of the rest, 14 really the best. Great Pegasus and Yung Sing will be around the mark. 1 on top from 13, 7, 14, 4, 6 and 9. We go to race 4. Happy Centenary's drawn Marvel to get the good run. It's racing well. Not much to beat in this. Starting over, backing up off a Wednesday run. Now, when Casper Founds does this, he's got a pretty good record with doing this type of thing, going to the Valley midweek and then Sha Tin on the weekend. So it's a dangerous horse, and from the good Marble should get a good run. Towering Storm's trialled well, and its track work's been solid. It goes in from the good draw. Of the rest, 8 Wynnum, 6 Activism, and the 7 on the way. It's got a bit of upside, and Douglas White's been sticking with it through all its track work and sticks with it in the race, so that's a bit of a guide. 4 on top from 1, 2, 8, 6, 7 and 12. Race 5. This is a quartet race, but unfortunately I'm going to butter up to probably an evens and a 6 to 4 pop. There's 2 very short ones in here. They look like they're miles ahead of the rest. Smart forward, reasonable horse, got good record. Tommy Berry's going to ride this. Got a good chance. Access Years, again drawn the inside draw. Had no luck from that type of draw twice. If it gets 1 ounce of luck, it's probably the obvious one to beat the 4. Of the rest, Tony Boy looks the next best from the good draw. Throw in, if you're playing any quartets or anything, 14, 10, 6 and 13. Maybe the 7 at a massive price can go in. But it looks like a race in 2, 4 and 1. Next best 5, 14, 10, 6, 13 and 7. We go to race 6. Again, no depth here. Looks a race in 2 again. There's 2 very short in the market, I would expect, with 10 Archipus and 12 Kaya. By virtue of the barrier draw, I'll go for the 10. Should get a beautiful run. Dead Heated first up. 1,000 metres was too short. He jumped it straight to 1,400 and bolted in. Given it a very soft trial since then, and its track work's been good, straight into a mile. Looks ideal for it. 10 on top from 12 Kaya. Smart horse. Be giving him a start from the wide draw. He'll go back, but it'll be charging home late. 11 Helene Funstar, 5 Green Manor, and 6 Executive Mandate. I think this will improve second up. Must go in for place chances, along with 8 and 9. Not a race with a lot of depth. I think the winner is 10 or 12, but I've gone 10 by virtue of the draw from 12. Chances to 11, 5, 6, 8 and 9. We go to race 7, the big sprint race. Stirling City should be too good for these. Lucky Nine's the only other danger in the race. If the true Lucky Nine shows up, it'll give it a shake. If he plays up like he's done the last couple of runs, then he'll leave it in at the start, and that'll be it. He's done this before. When he's travelled it, it's always played up when it's come back. So prepared to forgive it. It's the second best horse in the race. Cerise Cherry, Frederick Engels, Charles the Great, and Best 11. They look the only ones who could possibly run a place, I suppose. But there's no depth here. 2 to beat, 1 and 5, 4, 3, 9. We go to race 8. Again, you butter up to the same sort of thing. Only 2 in the market. Able Friend's been hugely impressive. Designs on Rome, chased at home last start, took a lot of ground off it. The extra couple of 100 metres is in its favour. Interesting to note that this race has a horrendous record for favourites. They seem to get rolled, doesn't matter if they come off the international week, really smart form. They get beaten in this race for some reason. We've seen probably 3 or 4 odds on pops get rolled in this and not even run a place over the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. So just be wary of that. But it doesn't look a race with a lot of depth. 2 on top from 3. Chance to Dr. Good Abbott with a good run first up. Secret Sham, Flagship 9, Table O, and Dining World look the only other ones that could possibly run 3rd or 4th. Not a race that you can bet in, I don't think. Race 9, Rewarding Heroes coming back off a freshen up. Got a terrific first up record and goes good here, track and distance. From barrier 11, no problem there. He'll drag it back anyway like he normally does and ride it cold. Beauty Flame will set the tempo, I think. Hard to run down if they give it a bludge in front. Cabayan racing well. Marira goes on with 51.5, but that'll make sure it starts probably under the odds. Fun Rider, Sea Dragon winning leader, and Flash Knight might improve at this level. But 5 on top from 4-11, 8, 3, 1 and 2. And the last race, Bellini won well first up. He's given it 5 weeks off. Its track work's been good. Smart Ball looks the obvious danger from the good draw. Great Skies drawn bad will have to go back, same as Sichuan Executive. They'll have to go back, I think. Gowling, Lucky Star, Plentiful Sea Warrior, they look the sort of place chances. We've got 14 on top from 12, 4, 5, 7, 3, 9 and 2. As I say, it's a race where most of the races have only got one or, there's a short one, or there's 2 or 3 only in the market and then a massive gap. They're never very good betting days unless we find a reason that we can think we can roll them. If we do that and we decide on that in the morning that a couple of these might be a little bit risky, then obviously we're going to play. Failing that, we'll pass and wait for the jackpots at Happy Valley, which I think there's 2 on Wednesday, a DT and a TT jackpot. If you get involved on the weekend or on Sunday, good luck. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and good success.